Okay, picture this with me for a second. You're in a high-stakes salary negotiation, right? The hiring manager just tossed out a number. Maybe it's decent, maybe it's not. And you say absolutely nothing. 10 excruciating seconds crawl by. Your heart's doing a drum solo. Palms are getting clammy, but you're holding firm, lips sealed tight. Then, almost like magic, the manager blurts out, "You know, we could probably go a little higher." That pregnant pause you just wielded, that strategic silence, it's not just worth a few extra bucks, it could be worth thousands of dollars a year. And here's the kicker. Most people don't even realize this superpower exists. They leave that money on the table every single time, because here's the truth. Silence isn't some empty void. It's arguably the loudest, most potent tool you've probably never bothered to practice. Today, we're diving deep into the hidden language that lives between words. We're talking about how a perfectly timed pause can literally rewire your brain, help you win arguments without saying a word, deepen your most important relationships, and, believe it or not, even save a marriage or two. So stick with me, because by the time we're done, you'll uncover 10 science-backed, real-world ways to weaponize the quiet. You'll learn to wield it with confidence and never, ever fear an awkward hush again. This isn't just about being quiet, it's about being powerful. When you hit that mute button on your own voice, your brain doesn't just switch off, it actually kicks into upgrade mode. MRI studies are showing us some truly mind-blowing stuff. Just 2 minutes of intentional silence can supercharge hippocampal neurogenesis. What's that fancy term mean? It means you're literally growing new brain cells in the hippocampus, that critical area responsible for memory, learning, and emotional regulation. We're talking about the kind of growth you typically see after months dedicated mindfulness training. And it gets better. Your brainwaves, they start to chill out. Instead of the high alert, sometimes frantic beta waves associated with stress and external focus, they shift into slower, more serene alpha and theta waves. This isn't just about feeling calm, it's about unlocking a flood of clarity, focus, and creative insight. This isn't some woo-woo concept, it's hard science. The quiet literally helps you grow gray matter, calms your entire nervous system, and even boosts your immune function. So the next time you pause in a conversation, or just take a moment of quiet for yourself, you're not just stalling for time, you're actively upgrading your internal hardware in real time, making yourself smarter, calmer, and more resilient. That's a pretty sweet deal for doing nothing, isn't it? Let's talk about negotiation. The FBI's elite hostage negotiators. These are the folks whose job it is to de-escalate life or death situations. They swear by something called the 2-second rule. It's simple. After the other person finishes speaking, you wait. You count to 2 in your head, maybe even 3 before you reply. That tiny, almost imperceptible microgap, it sends a powerful unspoken signal. It tells them you're actually processing what they said. You're thinking. They feel heard, they feel understood, and then they often feel compelled to elaborate. The key here is always reading the room. Be attuned to the context, the cultural cues, and the emotional state of the other person. Preventing your quiet from being perceived as coldness, disengagement, or indifference is paramount. So what have we learned? That silence, far from being an empty space or an awkward void, is actually the profound presence of controlled power. It's not the absence of something, it's the active deployment of a potent force. You now have the knowledge to wield it, to literally grow new neurons in your brain, to skillfully win negotiations, to deepen the love and understanding in your most cherished relationships, to spark incredible, original ideas, and to teach the next generation the invaluable art of emotional mastery and thoughtful communication. Don't feel overwhelmed. Start small. Choose just one conversation today, one interaction, and consciously insert a deliberate pause. It could be after someone asks you a question, before you send that text, or simply during a moment of reflection. Feel how the energy in the room shifts, how the dynamic changes, how your own internal landscape responds. Keep practicing, keep experimenting. Soon you won't just be using silence. You'll be wielding the quiet like a seasoned conductor's baton, gracefully directing outcomes, influencing perceptions, and building deeper connections, often without uttering a single word. Remember this. The person who truly understands and controls the hush ultimately controls the conversation. Own the pause and you'll own the moment, you'll own your power. And that, my friends, is an unspoken secret worth sharing.